So in this tutorial we're going to write our first JavaScript code, and to do this we'll just jump into the video right now and start coding. So writing our first JavaScript code, what we'll have to do first is create a folder. You can create it anywhere. I'm going to create a new folder here. I call it JS something like this, JS tutorial. So I click here, right click and open with code. So if your system does not have that feature, all you can do is open your code, VS Code first, then drag and drop the folder you want to open the VS Code. So if you're not using VS Code, I know Sublime 2 has a drag and drop feature. So okay, now I am open. So what I have to do first is create a new file. So I call it index.html. Now okay, let me wait while that's creating. Okay, that's created. So I have few plugins that I use. One of them is, I will drop them in the description, and okay, few plugins I use. One of them is material icon theme for all these icons like this, and I have PRETTIER for code formatting, and few INTELLISENSE plugins. So that makes my life a little bit easier, makes coding more fun. So let me create HTML5 templates. Okay, so I'm good to go now. Okay, so I'll call the title JavaScript tutorial. Yes. So now there's something we call script tag. Like I said, one of the prerequisites of this course is HTML CSS. So I'll create a script tag over here. Script and okay. So I can just write document dot write hello world. Now I have a plugin called Live Server. So what this helps me do, or what this does, is it helps me reload the page or reload the web page every time I save my project. Okay, so go live. Now you see it right here, hello world. So you can see it's not my default it's not your default file path we have over here. It's a kind of server. So that's what I'm saying, live server. It actually looks at the state of your website every time you save. You can see, let me add this exclamation mark. It reloads automatically. Okay, so in your document to write, you can actually write HTML elements. So I'll use this h1 hello world. Now there are different ways you can insert your JavaScript inside your web page. Or inside a website. So one is by putting it in the head tag. So I normally don't advise people to load their JavaScript in the head tag, and the reason is Okay, JavaScript is the behavior of your website, and you don't want to load the behavior before you load the design. What I mean is by um, let's imagine Ferrari is designing a car or is making a car. When they are modeling it, they don't just model the speed first. They actually model the design before they start going into details, like this is how fast the car can go, this is the speed of the car, this is how strong the car is, this and that of the car. I don't really know much about cars. So what I'm saying about JavaScript is, now for a car, when you see a car, you see everything once, you see the design, and you go further to test the behavior and features. Now, but for a website, your network can actually be slow. So, to not to increase bounce rates or to increase people from viewing your website and just going back because your designs and your CSS are not loading, what you actually need to do is actually load the JavaScript files at the ending. But there's exemptions of this. Some JavaScript libraries actually tell you to load it in the beginning of the website or in the end of the head tag. But if the library or the JavaScript file you are using does not actually need or tell you to do that, I actually advise you to put it in the body tag. That's, it should be the last HTML element in the body tag. So you can have something like this. Let's do H2. Welcome to our first JavaScript class. Okay, you can do that. So you might have different HTML elements, but your script tag should be the least. The last. Now there are other ways you can put it. Now you can actually remove this and do your script source. Now this is actually looking for a place to point to a JavaScript file. Now the extension for a JavaScript file is .js, but I'm not just going to create my JavaScript file like that. Now there's a video I have, you should see it above right here. It talks about project structure, how to structure your project when you're designing a website, when you're developing a web project. So what I'm doing first now, so you can go and watch the video. It will be in the description, and you see a card above. So what you do is just watch the video and learn what I was saying, see what I was talking about, and look at the benefits in that. So I'm going to create a folder called scripts, and I'll call it app.js. Now you can name this JavaScript file anything you like. You can name it app.js, you can name it cookie.js, you can name it router.js, index.js, main.js, index, anything, just that it will have the .js extension. Now an extension is a kind of guideline for the computer. It tells the computer what program to open this with. It tells the computer what type of file it is and how to actually read the file. Now for a normal computer you just bought, you can't just run .js or .html. You have to install either a browser or your node npm. So now when you install this program, because you have .js or .html, your computer picks it up. Okay, open this file with your browser, open this file with npm, open this file with your image editor. Now another way you can write your script, your script or your JavaScript is through this file. So I shouldn't have done that. Let me go over here, paste it back, and say hello world from inline or inside HTML file. And now I point to those scripts that I've done JS. Now you can see all this. This is parts. A part is just literally a walkthrough telling the computer where to access a file or a folder. Now I have a plugin that helps me find files easily. The plugin name is INTELLISENSE. So now you should see it. So hello world from inside the HTML file. Let me write hello world from outside the HTML file. Ouch. Now let me write something like P. This is being displayed from a JS file. So I remove the double A, and voila, we have written our first JavaScript code. So let's go on to the next tutorial.